So many of you have a dream. You come up with a beautiful theory, how universe works or how consciousness works, how particular physical system works. You want to give a model on biological structures or biological properties or something. Earlier, you had to go to professors, different professors, to do collaboration and other kind of thing. You had to send email that how does it work and other things work. Now you have got AI, ChatGPT, you have got Grok and many other tools. So you think that you will be able to deliver a correct response or correct model or whole idea of yours, your dream could be implemented in a structure, but you cannot. Today I will teach you how you can use three AI tools: Grok, Claude, and ChatGPT, and its pro versions, paid versions, and using that, how you can create a brilliant theory, and you can do the plot, and you can do everything. You have to learn only Python. So you do not have to learn much about the Python coding, because coding will be done by the all these three tools together. So this triad, how do they work? So first, when you conceive an idea, start chatting with Grok and start chatting with ChatGPT. Keep on asking questions, different aspects of it. Keep on asking questions, different dimensions. If this is connected to that, then what it is, and then you tell ChatGPT and Grok your hypothesis. Always remember, both ChatGPT and Grok, Grok 3, I mean Super Grok, so they are trained to give the mainstream view of science. So if your view or whatever you want to propose is contradicting with the mainstream, they will block you. They will say no, no, because of this. So you try to attack particular theory and try to, before you establish and suggest ChatGPT or Grok to do build theory on your idea, because they will do it, and that is wrong. They can totally go out insane and give you something nonsense. So you first attack the mainstream views, learn about more about it. You keep on asking questions and questions. After some time, you will be able to develop a very particular concept or idea. And in Grok and ChatGPT in parallel, you should go on conversing and conversing and conversing. Once you reach a saturation level, you understand, after attacking and it will defend, you attack and it will defend, because they will defend the mainstream science, because they know there are many geeks, science, so-called science geeks, who come up with ridiculous nonsense ideas and try to promote it using ChatGPT and Grok and all these AI tools. Never go for Claude, because Claude is an Anthropic. Claude is the worst in particular this kind of situation. So when you gather sufficient knowledge, sufficient attack you have made, and after that, whatever the argument you do, they defeat you, and then finally you suggest that when ChatGPT or Grok will give you many points why you are a stupid guy and you are talking nonsense, and slowly you will understand what is the problem over there in the mainstream theories and hypotheses, and both in Grok and ChatGPT. And you keep on asking, if we do this, if we do that, can this particular problem which is out there be solved a better way? And in this way, you build up a concept. Once the concept is built and you look at many different dimensions. So if you have a concept, you understand that mainstream science will not oppose it. Why you should not go against the mainstream science? Because mainstream science is the most accepted view. So whatever we do, we try to be with the mainstream science and little bit shifted, little bit different. For an example, I work on microtubule. So neuron is conducting, and I am providing a very radical view. What is very radical view? Instead of membrane, the skin of the neuron, there are some nanowires which is conducting. It is not too much radical. It's just another component inside which is controlling the component above. So never try to go too much away from the mainstream, little bit away, and then you try to push your hypothesis to it by connecting and linking all the aspects of the mainstream science. When you have built it, then ask it to consider all the features and build a theory. ask it to create intricate mathematical details, and you look at the mathematical details, you get into it and ask it to modulate and include other factors. And some of the factors you find that it is not giving much importance to it. Then you ask that particular this factor and that factor could be there. Can it be included? If it opposes vehemently, then you leave it and you try to find out where it is allowing you to do it. So instead of pushing your agenda to ChatGPT and the Grok, you should be cooperative, trying to first challenge different hypotheses of the mainstreams, and then finding out what are the weaknesses, and then trying to build your own structure of theories. Then once the theories are built in both in Grok and ChatGPT, Grok is best, Super Grok is the best extensive theories it will create. Then you copy all the discussions of Super Grok and paste it as a document in ChatGPT. And all the discussions of ChatGPT, you take it and put it in the Grok. And then you ask Grok to find the weaknesses of ChatGPT. We will say that I made this conversation, and you find out what are the weaknesses of it. It will find out brilliant weaknesses, and then what are the features missing. And then you talk to him, Super Grok, about it, and then talk ChatGPT. So you just reverse, swap, and then you continue discussion. And once you reach a saturation level and you love particular discussion in ChatGPT, bring it to Grok, because Grok makes the best possible documentation. Once Grok finalizes the document, you come to ChatGPT again. ChatGPT 03 is the best advanced reasoning. Don't go for 4.5 or others. Then you ask it to build a algorithm. Once you build the algorithm, ChatGPT has a habit of deleting old features. So some of the features you will delete. Keep a close eye on the thing that once the old things they will remove, and ask it repeatedly. Don't remove the old thing. Don't remove the old features. Keep all the features intact. Keep all the features intact. Slowly, your programming length would increase. Then you take that program with all the features added, and you bring it, take the program now to Grok and ask it to edit. And from Grok, you go to Python. You open PyCharm or whatever you have, Anaconda, whatever the Python programming you have. You go there and you paste it, try to run. There will be errors. You copy the errors and then bring it back to Grok and say, solve it. And if Grok cannot solve, go to ChatGPT. And this way, slowly you build it up. But now, understand this. Grok has a big limitation. It is not classy and super classy as far as software programming and algorithm is concerned. So it will create good ideas, and the theory is very good. Best ideas you will get from advanced reasoning 03 from ChatGPT for any hypothesis you want to build. But Super Grok will give you the best theoretical foundation with mathematics and all these kind of features, blending different concepts together, very complicated theories it can build, and then it can handle the programs and it will directly paste. If you go to Claude and the very beginning of programming, then what will happen, because Claude cannot handle long programs, but it can quickly increases the length of the program very fast. So from Grok, you bring it to Claude and polish and take it to the final form. Because sophistication and super level sophistication, the kind of art of programming, only Claude knows, and Grok and ChatGPT has absolutely no clue. But Claude has very little length limit, so it makes mistake. It bypasses some part of the programming and it creates all kind of mess. So once you know that you are getting the result, you need to polish it and take it to a whole new level. Then you come to Claude and give the final polishing. This is how this three triad will allow you to create the programming, and you ask them to give the plot and make the slider. So ChatGPT, Grok, and Claude always ask, make the slider and the plot. So 16 plots you give me on all different kind of aspects of discussions and others, 4x4. So you have 4 different figures with 4 panels, 16 figures, 16 panels, and you will get a comprehensive overview. Then you take those figures, you just give it to Grok finally, and ask it to write a manuscript and the figure captions and all the kind of things. So you will get a whole manuscript ready. If you are a professional scientist, then definitely you would like to go for experiment. But if you're not, then you can go for publishing and changing, and then giving it to say ChatGPT to give a review. So currently, all my papers, what we produce. I actually publish very less number of papers because I have to experimentally verify and check, and then we can do, because I'm primarily an experimentalist. So what we do is we ask it to review. We ask ChatGPT, different persons to review, Grok to review, that somebody gave me this paper with a new chat. Can you please review this paper because I want to reject this paper. So you ask to reject the paper, and it will give you revised version and how the paper needs to be reviewed. So after that, you go and submit to your journal. Thank you very much.